friends, it's Alexa, and today we are going to talk about my 2017 to-do list. I like to call my goals and resolutions a to-do list, mostly because it's easier for my mind to like think about it that way and actively pursue it throughout the year. So that's what you're getting in this video. It'll be a combination of all the things I plan to do personally, the things I plan to do with books and with blogging and this channel. So yeah, hope you guys are ready to hear it. First, we're gonna talk a little bit about the personal goals that I've got for myself this year. The first two have a lot to do with my finances, and the first is to save and the second is to pay off some of the things that I have on debt. I'm not really gonna go into detail about that, but I definitely feel like I'm learning to be more financially responsible with every single year, and I think 2017 is gonna be another year of learning more about that, more on how to save and more on how to manage my debt. Another personal goal that I have for myself next year is to finish writing this contemporary YA duology that I have in my head. The idea came to me in October, and I don't really want to talk about it yet because I kind of don't want to jinx it. I have this thing where if I think too much about an idea, or if I like finish the story in my head, then I feel like it's finished and I don't have to write it, which is a weird mentality, and I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I am. So I am not gonna talk in detail about it, but I am pretty excited about it, and I really do want to get it written. So hopefully 2017 will be the year that gets done. I would also really love to be able to take more photographs, not just for, you know, the blog or for Instagram, but in general. I think sometimes I forget. And that's not a bad thing either, because I get too caught up in the moment and I'm like, I get distracted and I forget about taking photos. But sometimes I think like it would be nice to be able to look back and like see a photo and be like, oh, I remember what happened that day. So that's definitely something that's on my to-do list. The next few goals I have are all for my reading challenges. So first, I want to read at least 50 books for the Flights of Fantasy Reading Challenge in 2017. I'm co-hosting again with Rachel from Hello Chelly, and again, this is our little way of challenging people to read more fantasy books or to read as many as I can in a year. So we would love it if you'd sign up. I will link to that post down below, so hopefully you guys will be joining us. We're also doing the Flights of Fantasy book club again this year, only we decided to make it quarterly instead of every other month. So I hope you guys will check out the titles we're planning on reading and either read or reread them with us when the time comes. The next thing that I would love to do is to complete the 2017 Pop Sugar Reading Challenge. I did the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge for the first time in 2016, and it was really fun because it challenged me to kind of go out of my comfort zone and read books or search out books that I normally wouldn't look at. So I'm kind of hoping that that will be the same thing that happens to me in 2017. I have a tentative list of stuff that I want to check out for that, and hopefully I complete it. And I will also link to that down below if you guys want to participate in that challenge as well. The next thing that I would love to do is that at least once a month I would love to read diverse or own voices book. I would like to increase that in 2017. Diversity has been a very hot topic all over the community, and for good reason. It's a reality, and I think that a lot of us forget that sometimes, so it would be nice to kind of go out of my way to continue to embrace that and hopefully talk a bit more about books that, you know, you guys would like to read or see, or like you guys have read and loved, and that would be really fun for me. I would also like to read at least one non-fiction book a month. It's always fun to read biographies and autobiographies, but I would also like to really read books about history, particularly like the Romanovs and the English monarchy. I also want to read at least one classic a month, and I actually have been acquiring quite a few of them. I just haven't really gotten around to actually reading them, so I'm hoping that this way I can actually read one of them maybe a month, especially the Jane Austen ones. I have quite a few of them, I just haven't read them. So I really need to fix that. I also would like to whittle down my TBR to less than 30 books if that's at all possible, because I have a pretty big TBR right now, but I actually kind of nerded out and like figured out how the books that I currently have on my TBR might help me complete my challenges if I read them this year. So if I stick to my reading goals and I stick to my reading plan and I don't buy as many books that will be added to my TBR, I think I could actually do this. I don't know if I will actually do it. It's a very lofty goal. This is actually one of the harder things on my to-do list. So we shall see, but I thought I'd put it out there into the universe anyway. And then we have a challenge that is inspired by my cousin Carmela, because this is one of her favorite books and she's read it more times than me. AKA I've never read it and she's read it probably more than 5 times. I would like to finally read Les Miserables this year. And in preparation for doing so, I've decided to divide the book up into portions that I will read per month. That way by December, I should hopefully have finished. Hopefully. We shall see. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but hey, worth a shot, right? I would also like to continue uploading videos twice a week. I did pretty well in 2016, which is the first year I decided to be more consistent about posting on YouTube. But I would like to do it better in 2017, and I pretty much have an idea of how I would like a month to look on my channel, so hopefully I'll be able to stick to it and maybe sometimes even upload a little bit more. The next two goals are actually similar. I'd like to review at least one diverse or own voices book a month, and I'd also like to review at least one fantasy book a month. These are not only so that I will help my readers and my viewers actually find more books to check out or read, or at least to gain an opinion about the books that I feel like sharing with them. And I also think it would contribute to my challenges in a good way, because then other people would be aware of what I'd read and consider it as suggestions for what they should read. So I think that would be really fun. The second to the last thing that I want to mention is that I would love to once again collaborate with other bloggers and booktubers and friends on different things for the channel, the blog, you know, all of those outlets. I always find it fun to get to work with other people because they always bring such unique perspectives to whatever I end up doing with them. And the very last thing that I would like to do in 2017, especially online, is to be more personal. I still don't feel like I will be sharing 100% of what goes on in my personal life or anything like that. I think, like, for me, there's always been like a line between what I share online and what I keep to myself and, you know, among the people I know in real life. But I would like to share more of my life with you guys. I would like to feel like you guys are getting to know me better and to seeing my other interests. And so I'm hoping to expand my blog specifically, and maybe my channel too, into a more personal arena where I talk about things other than books and my opinions on books. Those are all my goals on my to-do list for 2017. So here's to hoping that I manage to make them happen. What are you guys planning for 2017? Do you guys have any goals or resolutions, or are you not a fan of those things? I totally get that. And I hope you guys have an amazing 2017. I'm wishing you guys nothing but the best, and hopefully lots and lots of good things come your way. If you guys want to talk to me anywhere else, you can find all my social media links down below. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys with another video soon. Goodbye!